What's going on, guys? I'm gonna watch top 10 UFOs caught on camera by Watch Mojo. There's been a lot of UFO talk recently, especially since the ex-Israel, what was it, the defense minister or something like that. He said the aliens are real and stuff. So I'm just gonna check this out. Let's get creeped out.
Are we alone in the universe? This evidence suggests we aren't. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 UFOs caught on camera. For this list, we're looking at the most famous, argued about, and unusual videos of unidentified flying objects. Number 10, the ISS light beam. In 2016, a video surfaced on YouTube from NASA's live feed of the International Space Station.
I've seen this one. This one's creepy as hell.
Showing an object making atmospheric entry.
It makes no sense.
Suspiciously cut off.
When NASA
claims that this was due to technical difficulties, and the object was likely debris or lights from Earth. However, a subsequent video from the same feed showed what appeared to be a similar object departing Earth, followed by a bright golden beam of light.
Is this a UFO leaving the Earth, making the jump to hyperspace? These are real images from the International Space Station's live feed. They show a spherical object leaving the vicinity of the Earth and traveling upwards. As the object disappears, a beam of light shoots out.
This wouldn't be the last time that conspiracy theorists gravitated towards the ISS. In 2020, the feed captured another object moving over.
It's weird how sometimes the feed gets cut off exactly when it's about a show.
Although, we're definitely keeping a close watch on the ISS.
We discard of our trash and equipment that's been put through its paces and is now retired.
Number 9, the STS-48 incident.
Tony, what can you tell us about this last-minute delay and what's happening right now?
So this Israeli guy says that there's
goal was to deploy satellites from Space
on
Shuttle
Mars.
Discovery.
This scene shows the
How much do you guys
actual
believe?
release of URs with the mechanical arm. The arm is being backed away from the spacecraft.
In UFO circles, though, the mission is best remembered for footage captured on September 15th. While not easy to make out,
what would you guys do
video
if you
shows
saw
objects
aliens
zooming by
or
and
UFOs?
bright lights flashing in Earth's orbit. According to NASA, these were ice particles responding to the engine jets. Astronomer Phil Plait has backed up these claims, but we gotta admit, the believer in us likes to wonder. It's not the only space shuttle mission to have caught UFOlogists' eyes. In 1996, footage from STS-75 seemed to show objects buzzing around the broken tether of a drifting satellite. Debris or curious visitors?
Well, the long line is a tether, and there's a little bit of debris that kind of flies with us.
Number 8, the Kaikoura Lights. It's only fitting that the Kaikoura Lights surfaced the year after Star Wars and Close Encounters of the Third Kind hit theaters. New Zealand's Kaikoura mountain ranges caught the media's attention on December 21st, 1978, when a cargo plane crew observed house-sized lights flashing around the aircraft for several minutes.
Thousands of UFO documents.
See, this is creepy, yo. When the news reports on it.
Under Freedom of Information laws cover sightings dating back to 1954.
Air traffic control specialists from Wellington tracked the lights, which an Australian television crew then recorded in color. The TV crew came along for the cargo plane's next flight from Wellington back to Christchurch. Shortly after takeoff, the crew captured footage of a giant illuminated orb. New Zealand's Ministry of Defense has provided several possible explanations, including lights from boats, cars, or Venus, but alternative explanations abound.
Others say it could have been an unusually bright sighting of Venus or merely radio and light wave transmission.
Venus.
But for those who believe, even the publication of such sightings is a breakthrough.
Number 7, the Phoenix Lights.
Yeah, I've heard of these.
The Phoenix Lights have inspired a documentary
They've recorded
and
videos
multiple
about it.
horror movies, but nobody can say for sure what happened on March 13th, 1997.
In 1997, you took part in one of the largest military cover-ups in United States history.
That's correct.
This incident can be broken into two phases. First, a V-shaped formation was seen flying over Phoenix, although little footage exists of this event, and the footage we do have is low quality.
See,
there's
look at
more documentation of the second event, which saw 5 circular lights floating in the night sky.
There were many events, starting at 3 p.m. in the afternoon and continuing all the way until 5:30 the next morning.
Even with numerous photographs, videos, and eyewitness accounts, though, a giant question mark continues to hover over Phoenix. While the U.S. Air Force chalked the lights up to military
I think they're
flares,
real.
many have
I
argued
don't
against
see
these
why
claims.
would
And even
anyone
Arizona
fake it.
Governor Fife Symington described what he saw as, quote, otherworldly.
Well, I saw a huge craft just kind of come right over Squaw Peak.
Especially when there's thousands of people watching it.
Number 6, the Chilean Navy.
The Chilean government
these are
agency,
real.
which investigates UFOs or unidentified aerial phenomenon, has
fake it.
declassified and
It's the
released
Navy.
never-before-seen video from
Why would the
2014 showing a mysterious flying object of which they suggest could have been a UFO.
A little speck can certainly stir up a lot of speculation. In 2017, the Chilean government agency tasked with examining UFO sightings released footage of a flying object that defied explanation. The footage, which had been classified for almost 3 years, was taken by the Chilean Navy from a helicopter during the day. The pilot failed to make contact with the object, which moved like another helicopter. Even more curious, the object didn't pop up on air traffic control radar.
In 2 instances,
That's crazy.
the object ejected some type of gas or liquid with high thermal tracking. Captured on video, you can see a massive plume of material trailing behind the object.
Most mysterious of all, the UFO released an unknown substance and vanished into the sky. Experts were stumped, with the agency's director saying, quote, "We do not know what it was, but we do not know what it was not." Well, that's reassuring.
After an extensive study, the Committee for the Study of Anomalous Aerial Phenomena agreed it had all the characteristics to be classified as an unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Number 5, the Mexican Air Force video.
I've seen this
On
one.
March 5th, 2004,
That is
the
crazy
Mexican
as hell,
Air Force
man.
recorded footage
We
of
have the
11
Air
UFOs
Force,
at
military-
11,500 feet above southern
The
Campeche
military.
State. Surrounding a military jet, these lights were detected during a routine search for drug traffickers. Jets pursued the UFOs, but eventually gave up and the objects disappeared. While some believe this was the work of flares, explanations also range from ball lightning to a meteorite deteriorating in Earth's atmosphere. Whatever these objects were, infrared equipment operator Lieutenant Mario Adrian
Imagine all of them
Vasquez
being
is convinced
ships.
that they were, quote, completely real. Pilot Major Magdaleno Castañón went so far as to suggest that the UFOs knew they were being pursued. Number 4, the Aguadilla Airport incident.
I don't believe in you in my life.
Even by UFO standards,
See,
this
that's
one's
crazy,
perplexing.
man.
It
Look
all
at that.
started in April 2013 at the
That
Rafael
looked like a
Hernandez
bird at
Airport,
first.
located in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. A video was taken of an unknown object swiftly flying over land and then seeming to submerge underwater. After doing so multiple times, the object appears to split in two. Supposedly, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security tried to keep this under wraps, but the video was eventually leaked by an anonymous whistleblower. A group known as the Scientific Coalition for Ufology was responsible for posting the footage online. According to the
It's
SCU
like
website, it,
midnight
quote,
over here.
exhibits characteristics that
Sleeping.
cannot be explained by any known aircraft
I
or
gotta keep my
natural
voice
phenomenon.
low.
Number 3, go fast. Our top 3 UFO sightings
So
are
I saw
actually
this
part
one
of a
in
package,
Joe
although
Rogan's
each has
podcast.
a distinctive signature.
Pentagon has now declassified 3 videos showing Navy fighter pilots interacting with unidentified flying objects. Watch.
Filmed by the U.S. Navy and published online in the late 2010s, they were declassified and
Yeah,
officially
look at
released
that.
by the Pentagon in 2020. Released under the file name Go Fast, this video was taken over the East Coast in January 2015 by an FA-18F Super Hornet during the USS Theodore Roosevelt UFO incidents. The footage was captured using Raytheon's Advanced Targeting Forward-Looking Infrared Pod, or AT-FLIR. And just as entertaining as
Damn,
the footage
look how
itself
fast
is the
it's
fighter
going.
pilot's comments. While the audio is somewhat hard to understand,
is going
you can
hella
certainly
fast.
grasp the astonishment they experienced while watching the object.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly.
Number 2, FLIR 1.
It's a clear blue sky. There's no wind. And you see this tic-tac. It's just this white object that's randomly moving around. It makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up a little bit.
Also released by the Pentagon, FLIR 1 was filmed on November 14, 2004, around the San Diego coastline. Like Go Fast, this video was also taken aboard a Super Hornet using AT-FLIR. The footage was captured during the USS Nimitz UFO incident, in which the Navy had a radar visual encounter. The video centers on a dark round object that suddenly moves slightly to the left. After lingering a little while longer, the object quickly darts even further until it's completely out of sight. Commander
It's hella
David Fravor
fast.
can't tell you exactly what the object was, but he recalls that it, quote, accelerated like nothing he'd ever seen.
There's no propulsion. There's no wings. It rapidly accelerates and disappears. Like, poof, gone. weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I chased a UFO.
1. Gimbal. Rounding out this trio of UFO videos is Gimbal,
See, this
which
looks
the
like a
Navy
freaking
captured the same
spaceship.
year as Go Fast.
My gosh.
Department of Defense.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's
Yeah, don't play.
120 knots to the west.
This must be
Often
real.
getting mixed up with the USS Nimitz UFO incident, this sighting actually took place aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt by the coast of Florida. Out of the 3 videos, the
know what
object
it
in
looks like? It
Gimbal
looks like
arguably
Appa
looks the
from the
most like a
Avatar.
flying saucer. Before you jump to any conclusions, skeptical investigator Mick West has called all 3 of these sightings into question, believing the gimbal object is just a plane.
Well, if there's like
Look at that.
it's rotating.
It's like Appa.
Honestly, the world may never know.
The
If you
Avatar.
think this is all of the UFO information that the US government's been sitting on, former Senator Harry Reid claims that it, quote, only scratches the surface.
Because I don't think no one has the answers. And that is too bad because there are answers out there. But we're not going to get answers just by hoping they come. It can have to take some work.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.
No. Alright, so there's been a lot of alien talk recently. There's been strange monoliths popping up. I'm gonna show a picture right about now of those monoliths. There's one in San Diego. They're obviously fake. There was one in Romania, one in one in California. They got destroyed by some Christians. There's one in the Netherlands. I don't know if they're real or not. I'm saying they're not. But, you know, Joe Rogan was talking about aliens a couple days ago on his podcast. The ex-Israel Defense Ministry, I think, says that they're real and that, you know, they don't want to talk to us, basically. Yeah, so subscribe. I'm going to be checking out more UFO videos. Yeah. If you guys have any suggestions, put it in the comment section down below.